10. Brother, your food. Brother.
Yes.
Thank you, my man.
Sorry for late. How about the camera? Just wait. All.
Thank you, brother. Have a good night.
आप कल डोनट कंपनी में कितना ट्रेन बनेगा
Okay.
आप एक कार्टून फुल डोनट बनाए ग्राउंड से एक कार्टून फुल डोनट बनाए एक कार्टून फुल ठीक है तो अच्छा तो ये बोलो ना रोज करना ग्राउंड
Okay, thank you, my friend. Good night. Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Hey, Pooch. Hey, how's it going? It's Dunkin' Donuts.
Do you have anything for her?
Yeah, I'm sorry I don't, ladies. I'm so sorry. And have a peaceful night. All right, so this is my 10,000 steps for the last day of January, and I wasn't feeling that well after work. It's been that way for a while. I get home at 3 o'clock and I try and go in by playing a video game, and then I'm like exhausted. Take a nap till 8 o'clock. So I'm trying to break that spell. If I just get ahead in my work and get into my work more. I don't know what to say. But in order to do these 10,000 steps, I'm gonna walk down to the War Memorial and then walk home. So, did I get a lava cake? No, because I'm trying to lose weight. Papa John's, as much as they have that, the history of racist customers in the States or something, Papa John's is notorious for that. Their lava cakes are so good. I haven't had them in years, though. There's another controversy with the branches in the Northeast somewhere, so I stopped eating it for the common good. But it's about 2,100 steps to Donuts from home. That gives you an idea of how far I am from there. And so I'm gonna head this way just for a few blocks. I'll show you the War Memorial. And then I'm gonna turn around and walk home. It's before that train, that overhead train passing in the distance. I don't know if you can see that. It's the train station up there, McDonald Avenue. I went for a walk down the 18th Avenue last night. They had these nice little cafes like this one, Russian style. Nobody was there because of the snow. It was late. This beautiful woman on this piano was playing beautiful classical music like my mom used to play. Mom was quite talented. A lot of things. And she had just a few pieces memorized, like Debussy, like Claire de Lune, like a lot of show tunes. She could just play, because she, we had piano lessons, but she was talented, mother. A Broadway star and actress and writer. But, both my parents used to blow my mind because they would know the classics. So, for example, if we were on a family trip, they would turn on like NPR or like a classical music station. And then they would joke with each other. Like, Dad, she go, Hal, guess what piece this is? And Mom would know because she'd played it. But Dad could identify it like 9 out of 10 times. He was like dead on. Like, he knew exactly if it was Beethoven or Haydn or Schubert or Liszt or Prokofiev or Tchaikovsky or Mozart or Chopin or whatever. He just knew, and he would say like the movement and like the opus. Oh, and the key it was in. It was like, damn, Dad. It was very impressive. And Mom was proud of that too, because Mom was in the arts, she was a musician and an actress in speech. That's what she loved. I guess Dad was a clarinetist. He could play like klezmer, and he played in a Jewish frat when he was younger. He could play the guitar also and a little piano, but he didn't play that often at home. Music. saying, so he let mom and the kids do most of the music and singing. We're gonna turn around here at the War Memorial. So this is the memorial for Brooklyn, local Triangle Park. So we're gonna go here. All right. Dad was in the U.S. Navy before he married my mom. He had traveled over the world already. He had to go to the academy first. Then he had his assignments in the Middle East for a year. He was in Asia for a year. So he retired from military and didn't like working in the stock market, he said. He said he didn't think he had much talent at it. He didn't seem to like the hot shots that could, double your money and stuff. And wouldn't tell him any trade secrets, even though he was a soldier. Went to law school, went to NYU Law. And after he talked with a few people and professors, even at Columbia, they're like, how can you talk like that? Because, well, there aren't that many Jewish tenants who had war experience and that had been all over the world. Like the Navy offered him like extended contracts and he said he wanted to civilian life. But he had really positive experiences compared to a lot of soldiers. And difficult tours of World War II and Korea and Vietnam. So when he became a lawyer, he did some counseling he said, a lot of scared soldiers who had done tours in Vietnam, they didn't want to go back, or they didn't want to go on their first tours. He was with the worker and he did other things. But he had an extensive legal career. I certainly don't feel like I filled my dad's shoes, It was two accomplishments in life. He had, done the whole nine. He'd done, graduated on time, high school. Was president of a club. He was religious. He was with the U.S. Navy. He was great on Veterans Memorial. Lady Deborah Moody Park Square. Let's pause for a moment. Then he became a friggin' lawyer at a Madison Avenue law firm with a very nice man. And they put a lot of women through law school. One's a judge now. Judge Jill Epstein. Quick shout out to America Magna. Belle Perez saying hi. Hi, this is New York, Brooklyn. And Wilmer Lares. I'm just walking around in Brooklyn. It's snowing past the school, and this is the War Memorial. My dad passed away last year. He's U.S. Navy. He's a good dad. He's a Navy officer, a lieutenant in the 6th Fleet. All right, on we go. So that'd be enough steps, and now I'm going to walk home. And my feet feel flat again, and I don't know if it's just I haven't been icing them or elevating them, or my weight. Because I used to run marathons, but I've gained a lot of weight, which I'm trying to lose. So get there. But I did not meet my New Year's resolution of 10,000 steps a day. For this month, I completed it 19 days after today. It'll be 19 out of 31 days since New Year's Eve. Or 19 out of 32, that is. So I'll post the stats on this month as we pass this school. We're down here in Gravesend and the shops, and I'm heading home. My hand is frozen, so I'm going to put my glove on in just a second. This drains the battery pretty fast, I think, so should be okay, though. Oh, that's the inner pocket. So new strategy. This was starting the last few days because just been tired after work, as I said. So it's 3 walks a day. So the morning for coffee or the morning walk. I mean, this is when I'm not in school. And when I'm in school, it's between 3,000 and 5,000 steps, depending on my schedule. I have to go up and down the stairs, take the kids to gym. Sometimes I forget to carry my cell phone, or I need to charge it, so I'm not carrying it on my person. So then I run up and down the stairs. That's a couple hundred steps, maybe 300 back to the room, and it's not. I have to add that in, I guess, but I don't. But whatever. At the end of the day, if I'm at like 3,000, I'm like, wow, that's really low. I must not have been carrying my cell phone, but I digress. So at least on the weekends, it's morning walk. Either get coffee or get groceries or just run a morning errand. Then do some work in the morning, try and do something in my life or go to the gym. Then afternoon walk, or else hit the treadmill on the gym for a couple 2,500, 3,000 steps. Then when I get home, I can rest, have some dinner, and then have a light walk after dinner like this. But unfortunately, my morning walk was only about 1,500. And then my afternoon walk was about 4,000. So I have to do 5,000 on this last one. But this is definitely manageable. Like, I'm not physically tired. I feel like this is the way to have more energy all day. Just to pace it out a little bit. Another message? I don't. Anyway, if you could like and subscribe, it's free. And, it's cold. It's not easy being a dasher. A few years ago, I think I have some videos of me just door dashing, like after midnight, 4 in the morning. But even in here in Brooklyn, you can make a little bit of money, between like 30 and 50 bucks a night if you want to do the late shift. You could get that extra pocket money. I should really buy the new iPhone and set it up again for myself, because there's no reason why I should be so lazy, right? If I'm not getting online tutoring and people don't respect me for 10 years of fucking work. For example, setting up their whole school. But, you know, I have a full course for SHSAT and SAT. I just haven't applied to jobs. Just been tired of it all. So I'm working on my comic book store. It's a good break from math. I'm not teaching calculus. I want a calculus professor. That didn't happen. In a Columbia degree. So I'll keep working at the Catholic school, I guess. Nobody cares. Try and work on my investing, math. Sounds like live music. No, that's recorded. It's a trendy restaurant here. Karate place is closed Saturday night. Alright, my right foot's starting to get sore. My left foot is in. That was the problem, was the ankle, so it's about 90% better. But I was gonna go to the gym today, but my bike wasn't charged. By the time I had the recharge, it was 2:30. So then I thought, well, if I get there at 3, I have to rush through my juggling workout. They're closing the gym at about 4 to 4:30 now. Then I'll hit the weights 4:30 to 5:30 and then leave. It's like, I'll just go on Sunday instead. So I did a count of all my Fantastic Four. And I didn't realize that the full run is 645. I have most of the, I have 222, for example, 100, 300, so most of 200, 1 to 200, 2 to 3, so I think I'm gonna complete that run, even if they're low grade. It's just, you know, a status thing, I guess. I can show it off in my personal collection. So that is a personal goal, which has to be financed. But I'll even pick up great copies from 1 to 100 and then slowly upgrade them. That's the way collectors are. You have a personal collection. So you might have some crap copies of the really early ones from the 60s, like the Silver Age ones, but then if I can even upgrade to slabs, I would do it if I were rich. Trade up. But it'll come as I if my store is even semi-successful. With all this snow, they canceled the Grand Bazaar last Sunday. And then I'm supposed to next Sunday. This shit still hasn't melted. So if another snow comes, like they said, might hit the Northeast, that might not be good. But we'll see. My foot's starting to get stiff. All right, I'm going to sign off soon as I finish the fee. Dunkin' Donuts. So I need to do 5,000. The walk to the memorial should be enough. And then the walk back. It's 2,100 to Dunkin'. And then it's 4,200 round trip. So I did another 500 to 700 steps to that memorial. That should be enough, right? 2,800, 554. Yeah, because I had to do like 46 to finish today's goal. 4,600 steps. The other thing that's cool is that when I'm not on the snow, it says that my average gait is 23.4 inches, so that's like 2 feet. So that's good to know, is that every step is 2 feet. 5,280 feet is a mile. So I know that if I do 5,200 steps, I've walked 2 miles, right? So that's kind of cool. So that means that it's about 4 miles a day total on my feet, which is totally doable, right? It's 4. I'm not jogging. This is just, it's not really a power walk. As I get tired, I power into my glutes and down my back, and I breathe down my back. It's a marathon training. Breathe through it. Breathe down over your shoulders, down your back. Breathe into the legs, all the way to the toes. Head to toe, feel it. A sort of marathon meditation. Ready to reoxygenate out with the bad air. And with the good. Try the 7-count breath. As Walkman Chang used to say. Inhale 7. Hold 7 and exhale 7. That's 21 steps right there. But it seems to keep my whole body rhythm going here and stuff. Battery's down to 64. That should be good enough. All right, I'm going to finish this coffee. Make a right-hand turn and go home and make sure I've covered my 10,000. If I don't, when I make it to the gate, I just, when I'm short like 600 or something, I can just make a U-turn to the corner. It's about 300 steps to the corner. And then another 300 back. And then I'm good for tonight. So, the other thing is, with the last 2 weeks, I've only done this 3 days out of 14 or something. 4 days out of 14 to 10,000. So, that means that the average is too low. Like if I walked all day today, or like a half marathon today, I could average it up to 10,000. But I'm like 13,000 short or some shit. So, through all the missing days. But I tallied it up anyway. And according to the health meter, it's been over 22 miles this month. So the journey of 1,200 miles a year begins with a single step. So I'll definitely have over 1,000 for the year. That is the way to health, right? I just, kind of let it go. It's math and then stressful parents and then stressful work. And I was internalizing it too much, When kids are crying or they're rebelling or failing and the parents are screaming. I don't want the kids to get hit. I don't want the kids to get... You're in fucking middle school. You got to get your shit together for high school, right? Anyway, this chop shop or whatever, this auto shop looks super cool. What they do. Short auto sales. Avenue U. And I think there's a funeral home here and a Con Ed or Verizon offices, tax. But at any rate, I think I'm supposed to be here. Shit, my foot's hurting. I think this is 11th. 12th? I don't know. I think I'm going to turn. I think this is right. My hand's frozen. So I woke up a couple of days ago and I went downstairs to throw a garbage or something, check the mail. A few days ago, and there was this dustbin, like a broom and dustbin, but it was all bloody, like someone had, like, there was an alley cat or a dog in the house or a mouse, and someone like just beat a small animal to death. It was all bloody, and like the handle was broken, like someone had hit it over the head of a small animal and it was all bloody. So they had to kill it to get it out of the house. It's rabies or something. And, wow, what timing. It was a little creepy. I sent a photo to my landlord, but he said he's taking care of it. Didn't give any details. I sent to my brother because I need to touch base with someone because that's freaky. I don't know these freaking Spanish neighbors, and they bring over children once in a while, but sometimes they're super creepy, you know. Make a snow tunnel and crawl in. No, I'm not homeless. I'm walking home. I'm just doing my 10,000 steps for the day. How's it going? Field of vision. Houses are nice here. A lot of the cars are still baked in, and I guess they cancel alternate street of the parking regulations. But why don't the snow bulldozers salt the streets enough to melt the snow? It's been super cold. But I saw people even today screaming and yelling because car in 4 days, and now it was encased in ice. They tried to warm it and leave it on for an hour, and their car was completely iced in. And then I was watching videos on like if you didn't do a scraper on your car like a week ago or whatever, when it snowed, like this car right here, it doesn't look like it's moved anywhere, but the wheels have. But you can't you can't use hot water because you're supposed to use like either alcohol water or salt water or something, saline water, because you can crack the glass or you can cause micro cracks over time if you do the change in temperature. Then you have to pay for all new glass, right? And it can even rot or mess up the tires. So you have to be even careful with the bike if you leave it out in the snow. If you don't want to damage the frame or the tires pop with the change in temperature. Throwing some high kicks then, get some hip movement. You mean like dance, bitch? Is that what you mean? No, I'm not gonna dance like some sexy streamer. It's just little old me with my humble above average skills. Please like and subscribe. Check out my juggling. I'm not doing a conga line here, and I can dance a little bit, a little swing, a little cha-cha or whatever, but word to the wise, if you're going to be a magician, have a beautiful lady at your side. It works well for jugglers too. If you're going to be a circus performer, know that the sexy lady doing jump ropes is going to beat your 9-ball juggling most days of the week. All right, anyway, almost home. My hand's frozen, so I'm going to bow out here. It's been 37 minutes online. Walked down to Dunkin' Donuts, 2,100 steps. Got a coffee special for $5. Coffee, hash browns, and bacon, egg, and cheese. Excellent New York deal if you're in New York. It's 24 hours a day. Quick pick-me-up snack. And heading home. Still have dreams of saving up enough money to buy my own house and take care of myself as I get into my later years. How can I do that when I have Dick? Past a shul. All right. Anyway, I wish you all a good night, and remember that don't let them treat you like garbage. Have a nice one. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to.